Well, hello, my little ones. Here I am with a new short story for you. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I enjoyed listening to it. So, this story's name is James' Best Friend Tony. So, there are two little kids, about 9 years old, and James was a very cute, nice little boy who worked hard and got very good grades. He stood A first, and he would get A's in class. And then he was very good in games also, and he got a lot of prizes. So his parents and his teachers and his principal were very proud of him. But there was one thing, he was easily convinced. He would easily believe anybody. वो बहुत gullible था. वो फौरन दूसरों की बातों में आ जाता था. बहुत नरम दिल था. So now his friend Tony was the totally opposite. Can you imagine? He would take advantage of James and would always ask for favors, and he was always being naughty, never studying, always doing mischief, and everybody knew about that. Now, one day in the class, yes, Mrs. Syra announced, "Okay, students, you have an exam tomorrow, so come prepared. If you don't do well tomorrow, because we have revised and worked very hard." And so, the child who does not score very well, does not get good marks, will be what? Taken to the principal. Everybody was scared of being taken to the principal's office because that would be embarrassing and the parents would be caught. So everybody went home, so did James and Tony, and James, as usual, rushed through his meal and quickly sat with his book and pen and notebook and started studying. He didn't even realize that it was evening time. And then came a knock. And who came? Tony. And guess what he had to say to James? "James, let's go to the park and play." "Oh, Tony, we have an exam tomorrow. We have to study. What are you talking about? You know, I cannot go and play, and we can be taken to the principal's office." "Oh, come on. You know how much hard I try. James, I can never remember these chapters, you know." "Oh, well, I can help you. I can make you copy. I'll do my exam quickly, then you can copy my paper and get good marks." "Oh, yes, I knew you're my best friend, James, and you'll do that for me." So, of course, like simple and sweet James was, he promised, and the next morning he quickly did his paper and then slide it quietly in front of Tony, who quickly started copying it. Quick, quick, quick. And soon he was done because he had copied each answer from James. And James was happy to do it, was a big-hearted child. But then, guess what? When the teacher saw the papers, she was surprised. Okay, James has got good marks, but how come? How come Tony has full marks, 10 out of 10? That's not possible. He's always doing mischief. Well, I have to figure that out. And then she announced the result, and then she said, "Well, you have a math exam. Students, be prepared. Do well. We worked very hard in math." And soon it was time to go home. The bell rang and they ran home. Now again, James was studying, and then Tony came to him and said, "You're my best friends, and you know best friends help. You're going to help me, right?" "Yes, of course." Well, James felt very proud that he's being called best friend. So he did that. And next day, when they were doing their math exam, the teacher said, James, I want you to go sit next to Sonia. You will not be sitting with Tony. But miss, I always sit on this seat. Well, not today, because I tell you to do so. Yes, my word, the teacher's word is the last word. So he had to go. Now Tony was in great trouble. He looked through the paper, and there James finished his paper and he left the classroom. In his eyes, he sent a message to Tony that he was sorry, but he couldn't help it. And now Tony was so disappointed. Yeah, he was angry with James. Can you imagine? And then guess what he did? He said, okay. He handed the paper, and there was not a single problem or question that was solved. The teacher saw it, the paper. She said, that is why, Tony, I made James sit next to Sonia and not to you, because I knew you were going to cheat and you should not. And then she called, who? James. She said, James, you think you did a good thing as a best friend? No, my dear. Best friends, good friends, sincere friends, Hamesha, they always, they should not cover up. They should not defend their friend's mistake. They should explain it to them, and they should report it to the parents or the teachers or any elders around so they can be helped. So their mistakes can be corrected, not hidden. Not hidden. So this way they'll never learn and never succeed. So what do we learn from this story? Never hide your friends' mistakes. Or if you want to help them by either making them work or making them correct it or going to the teacher and asking for help. Thank you, dears. Lovely to see your sparkly eyes. I hope you enjoyed the short story. Bye-bye.